Hey, what's up, guys? If you like what you're seeing on the podcast, like and subscribe, comment and share. It'd be much appreciated. Thank you.
Yo, I'm big on music, man. Like, big on music. I even, on the latest project, ironically, I didn't even know Bobby was going to get out. I said I'm lost on cap, like Bobby Shmurda hat. You know? Everybody know what that means. You know what I'm saying? So,
This the podcast with a prodigy. This the podcast with a prodigy. This the podcast with a prodigy. My podcast.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Podcast with Prodigy. Today I have another special guest by the name of Continental T. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Dope.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. Obviously, I feel like a lot of people don't know your name yet.
Facts.
Let's get it started. Where are you coming from?
Originally, I was coming out of Houston, and then I grew up around up north, and then kind of like basically around the DMV area, and then most of my family from Chicago, Gary, so I was just literally going everywhere until I was about 19. After a few things in the game, I was able to get myself to Paris around like the age of 21, and that's when I kind of like switched up a lot of stuff. I skipped over a lot, but it's a few things in between.
Yeah, how's Paris living out there? What's the vibe like out there?
The vibe is, honestly, I always tell people in Europe want to be like us in America. All the stuff that we do, they do it later. So it's like the trends, the food. I mean, some of the things they may be a little step ahead of, depending on designers and stuff like that. But they want our trends.
All right. So you're an artist. Are you a producer as well?
Yeah, I produce all my music. I also write for other people as well. And the whole shebang bang. I'm also like, I've been producing for films and writing stuff, all that.
That's sick. Tell me a little bit about how you got into music and what got you started. Like was it a person or like listening to a certain song, the lifestyle you lived?
I could go far back. You probably wouldn't remember, but Crisscross, I was introduced to them back when I was a kid by a homie named Wes Crockett, one of my OGs, Suge Knight's cousin. And he put me in a position as a kid where he would take me to all these different shows, even Bone Thugs, just so many different artists I would meet. And we would build on that. By the time I was like 15 or 16, he had me out here meeting with Sylvia Rone, Jimmy Iovine, and the owner of Walmart, just random ass people, like honestly. And then from there, it was just an industry talk thing. I was just like that little guy who's 16 years old, who was around those guys. And I was making music, and I was in the studio at G1's where Dre was and all of that, making beats and recording and stuff like that.
Were you making beats like for them, or were you making like with them?
Oh, yeah. I mean, shit, man, we all threw beats in and songs for the Detox. Like, we all did. It was like, what the fuck? Please take a song. Take a song. And what's ironic about it all is, one of my dudes that I went to school with back in North Carolina, me, him, and John Wall, we all went to the same school together. And my dude, King Mez, he ended up writing predominantly most of the Detox. So, how ironic is that? I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. I was like, how did that happen? I was like, I was there first, Mez. And then he kind of slipped in. He had his own little funk sway fan base, but people knew about him just like they knew about me in the industry, and there's a lot of ways for cats to make money in the industry and people don't know you.
Yeah. A lot. I feel like a lot of producers can go unknown for a while having huge hits.
Huge hits.
Yeah.
Huge hits.
I was looking at your fit right now. You got some drip going on. You got the chains going on. I just wanted to know, like, do you get did you get a lot of more like fits or outfits and stuff living in a place like London or in a place more like the United States?
Oh man, see, being out in Europe, I ain't gonna lie. I like designers, so
yeah.
Like literally, the Beatles shirt is Japanese. So it's like I don't know. I do love fashion a lot. So the fashion shows out there in Paris and London, all that's fire. But I do feel like the core of my style, like even now I'm wearing these shoes, that's still streetwear, you feel me? So I mean, I feel like I feng shui both, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you have any like influence from like music you've made or people you've worked with on your outfits or stuff like that? Or does that not have much of an effect on it?
Honestly, Jay-Z. Like he's like, we going all black, we growing out our hair. Bet. Bet. I get it. I mean, but as far as like real stylish cats, then ASAP Rocky real fly. He got a fly funky.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got funky shit. But I think that's probably like, because most of the rappers, I feel like we all be wearing the same shit. I be like, yo, I got those. Yeah, I know, shit.
I feel like everybody nowadays has over like 10,000 pairs of shoes. Can't even go out wearing them without saying, oh yeah, I remember when I had those.
Yeah. Like, what you gonna say?
No, it's all good. You can keep going.
No, I was just gonna say collecting shoes is a thing.
I'm trying to start it. I got my first pair of Jordans. I got the Court Purple 1 highs for the first time for like Christmas, and I got like a pair of Forces, but I'm trying to start it. But that's an expensive collection to like start working on, especially when you want to get the nice ones that are like thousands of dollars.
Nah, but see, I always tell people you gotta be smart about how you buy them and where you get them from. Like if you ain't got the connect, then you gonna pay way more every time.
I don't got the connects yet.
Just ask me.
Not in there yet.
But yeah.
Tell me a little bit more. What was the main area that you grew up in? Would you say it was like in Europe, in London, or more in like the States?
Well, I would say more in the States, but I would say between Southside, Raleigh, and Southside, Houston, Southwest. That's where I grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how was that growing up? Like living in there and then having to like transition through like all these different places you were living in. How did that affect you?
Oh man, I mean, they call me Continental for a reason. So it's like it came. I think it was just supposed to be my life. You know, everything that I had to do as far as all the people I met. Like even these two people are not even from California that are with me right now. So it's just like. Yeah, shout out to Trop Trev and shout out to the Wobster, of course. Yeah. But, you know, everybody, you know, meets each other on different paths and things like that. And I know that what I had going on as far as trying to do music and produce film and write books and help people, I want to build a school. I want to have my own hospital. I had to travel the world. I knew that. And I remember sitting with my pops and he said to me, you really want to go to Paris? And I was like, yeah. He's like, we didn't go. I thought he was going to help me. But he was just like, figure it out. And I was like, all right, bet. And he's like, you can do anything. You my son. I was like, bet. 6 months later, I was in Paris.
That's what's up.
3 months later, I had a deal with Sony.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
It really made it happen.
Yeah, gotta be like that.
So what motivated you to really first start getting into music? What like triggered that like, oh, damn, I really want to like pursue this, take this far?
I mean, as a kid, I got Wes Crockett taking me around to see freaking Shanice and Criss Cross and Bone Thugs, Master P, Boys to Men, freaking, I could go on and on and on. And watch them perform and watch them do their thing. It was just amazing. I never forget. And then it's like to be able to be in touch with these artists and they would talk to me and tell me certain things. You know, and I thought at that age, you know, as a kid, they getting me to rap or sing or whatever. Yeah. At that time, they was always getting me to sing. So I would always sing for everybody. But as I got older, I started making the beats. I heard Kanye was making beats. And, you know, I had Scarface coming by my house all the time. And I'm just like trying to make better beats. And I knew at that time, everybody was trying to get the sound that Kanye had. Mm-hmm. So I was like, dang, I got to make a sound like Kanye, but different. And that's literally been my whole career.
Sound like Kanye, but different?
Yeah, but different. It's got to be like Kanye and Pharrell, or a little bit of Dre, because that's really the core of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who put you on into the game? Who got you like into like being able to have these connections and being able to go to these studio sessions and meet all these artists that you were able to work with?
The greatest person in the freaking world, my mother.
Really?
Yeah.
How did that work out?
Well, see, my mother, she was like coming up, and after she had left Gary, Indiana, she came to Texas. She needed a job, and she ended up becoming a firefighter and a paramedic, and she also worked part-time at Continental Airlines. So with all that going on, she was real popping in the city because people knew her. She was a hustler. And then she was also one of the first few minority women to work as a firefighter. So that was real big, so big that they put on a talk show. Then they put her in the Ebony magazine. And then after that, everybody was basically like, oh, I know Maria Jordan. And then it was like, oh, snap, my son, he can sing, tap, dance, spin, kick, whatever right now. She knew that was going to get us out the hood. So it was just, that was one of the things.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Who are some of like were there any like specific people that you remember who her working with? Any memorable people?
Shoot. I mean, honestly, man, dang. Like, honestly, I be telling people all the time, in a minute, I'm going to start posting pictures of my mom with people like Rick Ross and just random people and you be like, what the hell, how the hell? I be like, nigga, I be like, how the hell sometime? She calling me up like, yo, Ross said, what? Get off my line. What you talking about? William Roberts and shit. Don't be calling me by the governments and stuff. Yeah, that's my mom. Like, sorry, Ross. But yeah. But like, she just, I don't know, dude. Like, people somehow know her, talk to some people, they hear me, they know I'm in France making music too. And the idea of getting to France, I did that on my own. Like, I didn't have any management. And at the time, even Wes was too busy. I think he was trying to clean up a little beef I had with a nice artist. And then my other management that was managing me, they was dealing with the game at that time. So it was like, all right, well, what was I going to do? I was like, we knew we had the music and, you know, I had the investor, but it was just like, I was the type of artist that didn't want to keep people investing in me if I wasn't doing anything. So I was like, bet, I'm going to just figure out how to get to Paris. And somehow, some way, I got into this contest that Ryan Leslie had for producers. And I didn't win, but I ended up seeing one of the top 3 producers on there. And I was like, man, he can really play the piano and he can play the bass and guitar. I was like, this kid is crazy. I was like, I can only play the piano. I was like, shit, I should make beats with him. So I did. And I started, next thing I know, we connected online. We made 100 beats within 3 months. And then after those 3 months, he leans over one day. He could barely speak English, too. I was teaching him English. And he was teaching me French. And he says, hey, yo, my dad works at Universal. I'm like, what? Are you serious? He's like, yeah, they want to see if we can do a show and, you know, they'll come and watch and, you know, talk to us. So we had to basically call around Paris City to find a bar, cafe that had enough capacity for like 100 people. We scrambled all our money together. My best friend at the time, I sold his car and got him a new car, but then got money off the car to get my passport. I had like, yeah, it was some ghetto shit. And I literally got to Paris for $6, not euros, $6. And I remember like calling my lady at the time, like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I'm broke as shit. I had trees though. Always got trees. I always got, it was like money. And I remember, you know, I did the show and I thought I was going to end up being out there for a week, and then it ended up turning into damn near my 89th, right before going past my 90 days of being in the country. And it's like, we're going to have to either sign you or something. And it was just like, bad. I'm like, look, what y'all want? I'm here. I've been here for 3 months. Like, they're like, you know what? We're doing a deal. I was like, wow. They advanced me part of the money, and I was like, gotta get on a flight, gotta get out of here before I'm dealing with a certain situation. You know what I mean? That's how I got on.
That's what's up. That's what's up. When your mom, when she was like meeting and taking pictures with all these people, did you have as many, like, did you know as many people as she did at the time, or met as many people as she did at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because coming up in my era, you know, me, I always be saying my nigga by his government, but I say it's about his real rap name. E, Wiz, Currency, Maxo, you know, Maxo Kream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I can tell you mad stories that I can't talk about Maxo Kream, because if you know, he from H-Town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grew up down the street, watch him grow up.
Yeah, Maxo Kream. I've listened to a lot of his music, actually.
Yeah, his big cousin is one of my best friends, and I've known him since he was like 13 years old. I always tell this story about, I remember one time I came back to South by Southwest when I first came back from France, and Lil Max came up to me and he was like, yo, check out my CD. And I was like, for real? And then 2 years later, all y'all niggas singing roaches and all this other shit.
Yeah.
I watched my nigga put like 250,000 on his neck. I'm like, all right, wow. Yeah, life is like that. It's really like that.
That's insane.
Yeah, even for Sauce, you know, I remember Sauce coming over to my mama's house recording. You know, we was just banging that shit on the way here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you ever use like your mom's connection to the people she met to like actually get work done with those certain artists?
Nope.
No.
Never, ever. It was. I always had never, ever. Because it was a thing, you know, growing up. Like, if you was raised by a strong woman, you wanted to lead yourself. So it's like, all right, bet. That's cool. I'm getting to meet all these different people. But then it's like, all right, I'm coming up and I'm meeting artists. We all coming up. It's like, I watched Mac get a deal. When Mac got his deal and Wiz was getting their deal, that was cool. We were like, I think 18 at the time, dude. Like, so we all like, oh, getting deals. Like, oh shit, we all getting deals. I'm getting offered. Lil Jon wanted to do the deal. Back when they had Party Like a Rock Star, they flew me out to Atlanta. And I was like, nope, I'm not signing this deal. They want to give me $20K. I said, no, bro, this is a multi-billion-dollar idea sitting on me every day. Tripping. But, I mean, shout out to Lil Jon and Pitt. But anyways, I never wanted to use the connection she had. I just tried to explore what they were about. And, you know, one of the biggest connections that she ended up giving me was, you know, being a part of, you know, with Wes Crockett and Jimmy and Mario Henchman. Those connections right there, they fed me a lot of knowledge, but I just used the knowledge on my own to do what I had to do for my career.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So for the people who don't know who Continental is, might have a realization right now, but I want to ask you about your relationship with Suge Knight. Tell me a little bit about it.
I mean, I won't say like, you know, because I hate when people embellish too hard, but just growing up as a kid, you know, his first cousin, Wes Crockett, they were coming up doing promotions and stuff for like Floyd Mayweather, another person that used to always keep me around and stuff like that. And they honestly just, like I was saying a little bit earlier, they just kept me around G1 Studio the most. They was real big on that. And as far as like the neighborhood and growing up and learning the activities, they were kind of like a little bit on showing me a bit of that too. You know what I mean? I can't say too much.
Yeah.
But, you know, they gave me, like I said, they gave me a lot of fundamentals. They taught me a lot of the knowledge that I utilize today to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have any relationships or like did you ever end up getting signed with Suge Knight to like Death Row Records or anything like that?
I'm so blessed. Like, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. Like, literally, man. I never had I've done so much in this entertainment industry. A lot of people don't know me, and it's cool because I've been able to make so much money off this industry and feed my family and do things that really matter. So for me, it's like, shit. You know, it's good. Like, even now, people want to do management deals, but it's like I got so far without it. Now it's like, damn, I just need a team. I need a freaking accountant. I need somebody to run this stuff over here. And I have some of those things now. So it's like,
yeah,
to have somebody managing, it's like, what, you going to give me a better deal? Low key, I be bugging that man right there about, hey, let's go get me a big deal. Let's go get me a big deal. Because I like, the numbers is good. Like, I did well in Europe. And it's like, I don't want to give them another album until I want to give them another album.
Yeah.
So it's like,
when you're ready for it, when it's what you want.
Yeah. And then with all this COVID going on, I can't tour. And that's, man.
Yeah.
Man, you drop a European album, you know how much we tour? Like, man, we tour the whole freaking year.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, that's a whole entire, that's like 5 teacher salaries gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, sheesh. COVID. I hate you, COVID.
Yeah, COVID has done a wide deal of damage to, I feel like, everybody.
I mean, but at the same instance, though, I do tell people they should have used COVID to, like, bounce back, though, because I definitely did some. Yeah. I did a lot of help for a lot of people. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, COVID was bad, but it was good.
I feel like it was like the real test on like who's like really trying to make it, you know, because everybody, I feel like a lot of people just kind of gave up like, oh, we'll just wait till this is over. But like, nah, you got to like start now because you have more time with it.
Exactly. Like, oh shit, they let you sit at home and get unemployment. You better be doing something smart, you bums. I can't stand people just sit around and blow money and don't do nothing with it, you know. Where's the, you know, the ideal of doing something great? A lot of people keep losing that instance. I don't know what it is. Everybody just wants that. I keep saying that IG, instant gratification. And then, of course, the actual social media app. You know what I mean? I swear to God, I always say, yo, they sat in the room and they was like, instant gratification. That's what they all want. That's what they all want. We'll call it Instagram. And I know I've been waiting to say that shit. They call it Instagram. Instagram, instant gratification. That's what it is.
Well, I never even thought of it like that.
And then, I mean, you watch these shorties, if they be on your DMs like they be on mine, they be like, what the fuck? I want you to show me love. Like, just what? I said, send me the picture. I want the photos of the poses that you don't post. That's what I said. I don't want that shit that's online with that nigga under there. He got a smiley face. Oh, I'm not on that. I'm not in your comments with him. There's no team. I'm not no team for you. Like, you send me that personally. I'm talking some real shit. You send me that personally. Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I noticed you have your nails painted. Is that like have a special meaning to you, or is it just like a fashion statement?
Everybody been asking. Everybody been asking. Yeah, it is. I've been working on this new album, and like I just dropped Spread Love, Stay Humble on Valentine's Day. Spread Love, Stay Humble. Yeah. On every freaking platform. But like with dropping that project, I wanted to do a certain thing. It's actually a part of a 3 series. So I'm dropping, that's actually part B. So the project I just dropped on the 14th is part B. And then I got another project coming after, which would be, should I say, I guess, part A. But we won't tell y'all when that's coming. It's just going to drop like that one did. Yeah.
You've worked in the music industry, obviously, a long time with some of like the biggest names. What is some advice you would give to somebody who's trying to be in the same position as you, trying to make it, just starting off as a producer or an artist?
Man, there's so many different things. I mean, when you think about the aspect, it's like if they're an artist, just an artist, nowadays it's a whole nother ideal that you need to be set up around. If you're a producer, it's a whole nother situation as well for you. So it's like the only thing you really can do, I think they always say, you know, your network is your net worth. Like build those connections, and don't be asking for no handouts. Like let that stuff come organically. I try to tell people, when you force that stuff, man, it's never right. I know too many artists. I got a Lil Pump verse. I got a whole album with Sosa Man, or I got all these people I know, like songs because they forced them joints. Never come out because they weren't put together the way it should have been, like focusing on the music. And that's where a lot of people are losing sight of, I really feel. It's getting more to the gimmicks and less of the music. But with the artists that they focus on for the music, they know to go to them. You know, they know to go to J. Cole to get some thoughts. You know what I mean? But then they know to go to the Migos to bounce. You know what I mean? But honestly, we've been banging Key Glock and Young Dolph.
Young Dolph?
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, do you think it's important to be like consistent but like more annoying to people in order to get connections or in order to like get recognition? Or do you think it just has to like, you just have to constantly just be putting out stuff and like just doing what you do?
Honestly, we was having this conversation, and everybody has their own niche, you know. Like somebody could blow up because they supposedly got shot 9 times. That's not the truth, you know. Or somebody can blow up because they snitched on somebody. Isn't that ironic? Wow. Something less gangster and then something gangster can make you blow up. Wow. How do you play that pivotal?
Is there something you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Mr. Curtis Jackson, you were actually shot 3 times. Man, his grandma stayed down the street from my man's in Jamaica, Queens. Real shit. He got shot 3 times. It just he got shot in the mouth. That's what blew it up. But
Who are some artists you think are like you would consider like a
honestly, just drop some dimes right now. Who are some artists? What?
You would say like the snitches, or like they made their game off snitching.
Oh, shish. Dude. Dang. Wow. I can only talk about the ones that they say about who they.
Publicly.
Yeah, like I can't tell you who the snitches are because then I'm snitching.
That's
Like
what we call dry snitching.
exactly, that's what we call dry snitching. I don't know. I can't tell you that. We would say that's like a Vlad question. Vlad asks questions like that. I don't know the snitches. I don't know who they are. I don't know why they snitching either. It is pretty sad. But shout out to Bobby Shmurda getting out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not a snitch. He took more time so somebody else can have less. That's real.
And what would you say, because we celebrate the snitch, like Tekashi 6ix9ine is being celebrated. He's getting numbers because he snitched, and people want to hear about that. So don't you think the adverse should happen with Bobby because he didn't snitch? Shouldn't we all times 10 rally behind him?
See, and this is where them people come into play. Because honestly, you should see it like that, just like I see it. But obviously, the media is coerced through a certain entity that we ain't gonna talk too much about, that it helps everything function how it does. So if you thinking like, why the heck? Yeah, we showing Bobby love. But like I told him today, I said, Bobby better drop a record with Quavo tomorrow. Like tomorrow. Shit, they better be done today. They better be shooting a video right now. They better be on set right now, bro. And then if they not, they sleeping. They sleeping hard. Rowdy was out for a little bit longer. He better have a whole damn 2 albums done.
Yeah.
I would. As soon as Bobby got out, like, yo, bro, whole album, we play this shit. Get him hyped so he can make his next album.
Yeah.
Straight up. I'm low-key worried to see what's going to happen because I'm like, yo, I'm big on music, man. Like, big on music. I even, on the latest project, ironically, I didn't even know Bobby was going to get out. I said I'm lost on cap, like Bobby Shmurda had. You know? Everybody know what that means. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I didn't even know he was going to get out. So I'm like, damn, I must be on the frequency wave or some shit, right? But to say, like, yo, that record was big. It blew up big. But when we talk about big music, like, what Bobby gonna hit us with next is what I want to know.
Yeah, especially after like all of his fans, everybody been waiting for this time.
Bro, after he been,
out.
bro, Sonics have changed so much. Nobody's even doing records like that no more.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are you gonna do and what are you about to say? That's a lot of pressure. I'll write for you if you need it.
I will say this. Bobby's been relevant from the day he went in till today because other artists have been respecting his game and keep showing him love, keeping him relevant, keeping his name in, you know.
Big facts. Big facts. But I ain't gonna lie to you. That's what they do. I mean, that's what a lot of these rappers do. You know what I'm saying? They see somebody, you see somebody do something real, and if they show you some love, they cling on to them. I see it happen all the time. It's like, yo, oh yeah, this rapper, he did this and that. He a real one, and he fuck with me. You know what I mean? It's like, so I fuck with him. I'm gonna hold him down, send him money, put money on his books. But it's like, do you really know this nigga? Like, you know his mama? You know, like, who, like how many times she pray every day, what her favorite meal is, stuff like that. A lot of these rappers not close like that. A lot of these rappers do shit for the looks. They love clout more than these chicks. And a lot of people don't get it, but they do. Because if they didn't, no rapper, even me, I wouldn't even have a chain. But it's become a part of the suit. You feel me? Like I always say, the regular 9-to-5 dude, he puts on a freaking ball main suit. I put on chains. It's the same damn thing every time.
You were saying that like the music has changed. The music style has changed since Bobby Shmurda's been in jail and all that stuff. But do you think that's actually super relevant? Because you can see like artists nowadays using old West Coast beats and all the classic like 90s gangster rap type of beats and stuff like that. And they're still relevant. And they're almost like in a way coming back. Same thing with like rock kind of transitioning back into like rap in that way. Do you think it's possible for him to like come back and bring his old style back?
I feel like we all know the answer to that. It's a big N-O. Nobody wants to hear that. I feel like if anything, they'll play it and give him his couple little dollars, and then they'll play it to the side. So with that being said, if you need me to write your bars, if not, please call Pharrell. Please call Kanye West. Please call like Metro Boomin, Southside. Oh, yeah, like call Continental or Band Play and get you some real freaking music. Oh, my nigga Business Boy. Yeah, for sure, Business. He needs like real production. Like he needs it bad.
Yeah.
He needs everybody's best beat today. Like that's what needs to happen. Like I don't. Matter of fact, now you got me thinking about how I need to send him some beats because he needs beats right now. And there's somebody I need to send beats for you too. Dang, freaking Disney artist. I need to get the beats. Yeah, I've been working. That's just so much work sometimes that it's like, golly, we try to keep up with it. It's like a big calendar in the middle of my crib. We just signing it off like, oh shit, we gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do this. It's every day. You know what I mean?
Has that ever worked out for you, like in this situation where you're like, oh, I need to send this person beats, they need my beats? Has that ever worked out and like actually like been a success with somebody that you've thought about that for?
Yeah. This brings up a nice, cool story, I guess. Here we go. So I was like 16 years old. I was sending beats out to Sylvia Rome back when she was at Universal. And
for those of us who don't know Sylvia Rome, break it down.
You know, Sylvia Rome literally is one of the greatest black women in this music industry, period. Like, she has given Cash Money their deal. I mean, that's enough. I'm not going to say anymore. I remember one time being on the phone with her, and she's like, Drake came up in here thinking he was so cool and cute. I don't think he's dope. I was like, whoa, you're so hard. And so he ended up getting signed to Universal Republic instead of Universal Motown. That's another side story. I could tell so much on that. But back to the other story, music. It was a beat I made. I sampled Willie Hutch, I Choose You. And I sent over the record, and then somehow, some way, that record got from her, and then that record ended up being one of Outkast's records that they had for I forgot what they called that shit, the Pimp Anthem or something like that. Mr. Choose It, Lover used to fuck without a rubber.
Yeah.
I made that beat originally. They added like freaking 3 snares and
that's
that
crazy.
was my beat. And I made that when I was a kid, 16. Yeah.
Were you like pretty confident once you sent in that beat that they were gonna end up using?
Dude, I didn't know. I didn't know. I had no idea. Just like I had no idea, like when another story, when me and Drake was making music together in my baby mama's closet. I didn't know that this dude was gonna do what he was doing. I was just sitting downstairs one day and I saw this show called Degrassi while she was pregnant with my daughter. And I was like, who the heck is that? She's like, yo, that's Aubrey Graham. I said, for real? So I did my little internet thing. Next thing I know, me and Aubrey Graham, cool as hell for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
Until we had a little situation where my DJ, who was DJing for Mac Miller at the time, and Wiz, me, and New Jersey Devil, The Game, so many people. But shout out to DJ Capcom, my little dude. He connected a lot of people. But he leaked the record that me and Drake had. He actually leaked like 2 of them. And it really made a lot of things bad on a different level, not the music level.
Yeah.
Because at that time, Jay Prince wanted to work with him, you know, because of jazz and all of that. They flew him down, and I was like, I was cool. You know, I was just like, yo, we making songs. I'm sending you beats. I had the whole So Far Gone album. I still do. I was like, I records that still ain't out yet today. You know, that we had. And, you know, homie tried to get on the internet and try to tell people he didn't know me. Once he did that, I was going to sign with Atlantic at the time. But then I didn't. I was like, nah. Because Mike Karan's like, yo, what's up with the Drake beef? So I was like, yo, I'm not about to drop no freaking music dissing this dude that I've been literally sitting in the closet, you know, talking to him about. He's like, man, I want to sell my Jordans. I'm like, damn, bro, you going to make it? Like, he's like, I don't want to act no more. Like, bro, it's just crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but how we all develop and transport to our different levels in the game, we lose sight of on a lot of things. So everybody do their thing in their own growth.
So when did you come out of the closet, though?
What you mean?
You said you guys were sitting in the closet.
Oh, no, I'm saying.
I'm just trying to figure it out. The timeline, I mean. Like.
I say the closet because my baby mom, she had this little closet, and I had my computer in it.
Oh, okay.
And I had my computer,
literal closet.
literally the closet. No R. Kelly closet stories, none of that. Yeah. But, you know, I was literally in the closet with my Rocket monitors and shit, my amp and shit, making beats.
And Drake was in the closet, too?
No, that shit sound funny, though. Nah. It was just, you know, he was at home with his moms back in Canada. And we both were just at home, you know, just trying to figure out how we was going to do the music because he didn't want to act anymore. And I was already on the path of making music. And because that year, me and Capcom, we released 52 mixtapes. And we did it with New Jersey Devil, The Game. I was on so many
That was my homie.
Nah. Me and word, because me and New Jersey Devil, we go back to 2008.
Are you cool with him or not?
2008. 2008. All right, go tell him, go pull up all his mixtapes from 2008 to 2010. Yeah, straight up. I was on all his shit. All his shit. Anything they did with The Game, I was on because I was with Jimmy and Mario Henchman.
Yeah.
So with that, having that lane, I had that side. And then on the other side, I'm with Wes Crockett, you know, Suge Knight and them. Mm-hmm. If you know, I ain't going to, you know too deep of the story, you understand what I just said. But anyways, when the game, I feel like the game for people like Drake, artists at that level, when they go to they next peak, you know, they can't take everybody with them.
Yeah.
And that's just how it be. You know what I mean?
So those records that you said that were unreleased, that you guys have worked on for a while, even the ones that were leaked, you don't have any like access to those records anymore?
Yeah, I have access to
you
those
do?
records.
But are you allowed to like put them out or publish them?
No, that was a part of the whole instance. It was a big deal, like I said, beyond the music, because of how I came up and things like that. So when they wanted to make sure Boy was gonna make it to the top, it was you know, don't drop no more music. I said, bet, I'm leaving the country. I'm leaving the country. I'm gonna go sign with Sony and out of here. I'm out of here. Y'all figure that out.
Yeah.
And I was like, bet. It didn't matter to me because I was like, I'm gonna still make music. As long as I get a 6-figure deal, I'm eating. I don't care. You know, so that's what I did.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I respect that. I just wanted to ask you, it's kind of a broad question, if you could like tell me any like crazy, funny, memorable story that like will never leave your head. You'll remember this like for the rest of your life. Could be from your childhood or when you're living out of the country.
Damn, man, there's a lot of funny freaking stories. There's some funny shit happen on the way up here. Like,
I want to hear that.
Like, you know, life is a fucking joke sometimes. Like,
100% right.
you know what I mean? Like, oh man, so many funny stories. Like, oh man, I remember the first time I met Ray J. Oh my gosh, that was funny. Because I met Ray J. The first night I met Ray J is the first night I met my son's mother too. That's funny though. But I remember,
It's not Brandy.
Yeah, Brandy's brother, Ray J.
No, I'm saying that's not your baby mama.
Oh, hell no. That would have been crazy, though, right? That would have flipped this whole script. Yeah, so baby mama number 2 is Brandy. Yeah. No. capping. But nah, the funny thing I remember, it was one of those nights. I remember Wes had told me, he was like, yo, we gotta bounce or whatever. And I was like, okay. And he was like, but somebody blocking me in. I'm like 16, 17 years old. I think 17. And I remember he's like, they blocking me in. I was like, okay, big blood, what you want me to do about it? Yeah, I was like, cause I'm out of town. I don't know. I'm like at this multi-million-dollar studio, and he's like, go tell Ray J to move his fucking car. Just like that. I was like, dang. Hey, big blood tell you do something, you gotta do it. As a kid, I had to open up that studio door. He was up in there with a homie that made Sexy Canna. I can't remember his name, the producer's name. No. The actual producer that helped Berg make it. I can't remember that dude's name. It was, I can't remember his name. I remember opening up the door and I said, Wes said, move your fucking car. And I just shut the door because I ain't want to hear no response back or nothing. Because I was like, they got to know, like, he told me to say that shit. Okay? He told me to say that shit. So, you know what I mean?
So just explain to the audience who Wes is so they have a gravity.
Matter of fact, rest in peace to my nigga Wes Crockett, yo.
Boss.
He's a freaking boss. Biggest, like, one of the...
My first check in the game.
Yeah, yes. Oh, gosh. You told me that shit, I had chills. Oh, man. Wes Crockett. Yeah, Wes Crockett, like, literally, like I said, like, he took me to meet Sylvia. Like, literally. Like, I mean, a lot of people say they're going to do shit, and he would do it. Like, he put me on my first private flight when I was, like, 14. You feel me? So I'm like, and we were just going for fucking L.A. to Vegas to watch Floyd fight. To watch Floyd fight. Oh, my gosh. As a kid, I didn't understand that I was watching Floyd fight. I'm watching him. He talking to me. We eat dinner together. I'm here with him, Chris. I'm there with Adrian. Growing up, watching these dudes, like, dog, I didn't even understand. I couldn't fathom it. As a kid, like, wow, who are these people? And he's just like, yeah, so I'm running the promotions for this. I'm over here meeting HBO. What's my man that always does, let's get ready to rumble? I met that nigga like 20 times, bro. 20 times. You hear me? 20 times, bro. You could go on YouTube right now and look up certain fights. I swear to God, you'll see me in the second row every time. And Wes used to be so bossy. As a kid, he would put me next to bad women. Nothing. I'd be sitting in the middle. On my side, two shorties. Where's Wes? I don't even fucking know. Don't even know. I don't even know. But that's how he would set it up because he wanted me to get used to that shit. Because a lot of dudes, when they come in the game, I remember, like, shit, I remember being, again, shit, that night that I'm thinking of right now, that was a big HBO fight. And I remember we was in Memphis. Memphis, what the fuck? We was in Memphis, bro. And he's like, yo, I sent that shorty up there. She do the thing. I was like, that's what she was trying to do. I'm a kid. I'm like, oh my God, this model chick was really trying to do that. I didn't know. I did not know. I was not aware that this is how the game goes, you know? But he wanted me to not be impressionable like a lot of rappers would end up being when they would get around these people that make money, these beautiful women. They let it get to them.
Yeah.
And I think, like, man, that was one of the biggest things that he did to show me. Like, he showed me the life before I ever had it myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What was his job and what did he do for labels?
Oh, shit, man. Honestly, his job was endless, I swear. He was a promoter. So he would promote, but then he would also bring acts together. Like, he was working on, I mean, shit, he put Soulja Boy, he put Drake. What Drake say? Wes got me on the marquee flight nights. He said that on the Mary J. Blige feature. And that was after the beef me and him had. I'm the reason why he was on that marquee flight night. That part. So, I mean, Wes was really just a promoter, investor. He had so many different things that he was working. There was stuff that he did that I didn't even know. I remember one time being in this car, being in the Hummer with him. Man, rest in peace, Wes. I remember being in the Hummer with him, and he was showing me the American Gangster script before American Gangster ever came out. I like, who the fuck are you? Like, you work with the Illuminati or something, bro? Like, he's like, look at this script. Tell me what you think. I'm reading the first page. I'm like, this sounds dope. I'm like, he talking about Bobby and all of them. And I was like, this is all real shit. This is dope. Is this gonna come out in a couple years? Word? Bet. I mean, this shit that he told me about that's about to happen that I still can't even talk about, and he passed away this year. It's crazy. I can't wait for his son to hear that. Because his son knows some of the things I'm talking about. Stuff that these people been working on that's gonna blow your freaking minds, y'all. Yeah. Stuff that I need to tell y'all. Remind me to tell y'all. Remind me, yo, because that shit is crazy, bro. Like, people that get with those people that be making them big money, they know about the wave and what they planning to do next. Yeah. Every time. But I mean, again, Wes Crockett, music, promoter, boxer promoter, shit, just every.
He brokered deals.
Oh yeah, he brokered fucking deals. Oh my gosh. I mean, he brokered deals for sure. That's all I could say. Like, he always made shit happen. Like, I did not know nothing else from him. I remember, like I was about to say, like, I remember when I met Sylvia for the first time, and I was just like, Sylvia Roan, oh my gosh. But then when I met Jimmy Iovine, I was like, what the fuck? But then when I met the owner of Walmart, I was like, how does this have to do with my music? And then it occurred to me that this man knows everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I think you know everybody, like, by far. You know, I would have conversations with him, Queen Latifah, and Sylvia Roan at the same time. Bro, you have no idea what this is like. It is ridiculous. I have so many juicy stories that I could never tell on mic, like, that they would just talk about. Their gossip is the greatest gossip. When you know those people at that level, their gossip is, whoa. Their pillow talk is like, oh my gosh, really? Did he do that with that? And he does that with him? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like that.
So he put you on an early stage to live the way you're living now.
Yeah, him and Mario Henchman for sure. Like, Mario Henchman got me my first music equipment. You know, and at the time it was like a battle, because if you know about Tupac and you know about the whole situation that he had with Jimmy and Mario Henchman, he talks about them on the album. I ain't gonna say too much, but I was basically twirling both fences. You know what I'm saying? So Mario bought me $50,000 worth of equipment, and then fucking Wes would fly me out on a private jet to Floyd fight. You feel me? That was my life. They was all trying to impress my moms. You know what I'm saying? That was it. Everybody was trying to make my mom happy. Like, oh, man, so she could say, I'm cool. My mom wouldn't let nobody touch nothing. She just wanted everybody to say, my son is the shit. Even back when Scarface, like, when I first met Scarface, I was like 15 years old. I remember one of my man's 280, he was at my crib. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. My mom was like, hey, yo, wake up. I'm bringing Scarface to the house. This is my life as a kid. I'm like, what? I'm already up. You know I'm up making music right now. You know me, Mom. That's what I do. Scarface coming to my house. My dude 280. Literally, we call him 280 because he weighed 280. He went into the closet, bro. He went into the closet, called his mama, called his daddy, called his sister. Like, oh my gosh, Daryl is going nuts. That's all he could say. He's like, he ain't call me Continental, then he called me by the government. He's like, Daryl going nuts. He got Scarface over here. Scarface is at his house right now. And he's playing beats for him. He's playing songs for him. And Scarface is like, yo, this shit sound like some Kanye shit. And then at the time, Wes was playing my shit for Hove. And Hove said I rap like him. So I always tell people I was watching The Throne way before y'all was watching The Throne. Because if I had beats like Ye and flow like Hove, then shit, I was ready to go from the start.
Yeah.
And to hear that from Face, like Face tell me that today, like saved in my phone as my uncle. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he's like, you know why these artists be coming over you? It's the marketing. It's the marketing. We got to spend more money and shit like that. And shout out to freaking Scarface, too, because he just beat freaking COVID, too. That shit, ugh, can't stand it. But, I mean, like, the music game, like, going back to the whole gimmick and what's real in music and shit, I think this year we really about to see who really about it.
Yeah.
I feel like we really about to see who got the real goods.
Yeah, especially because, like, right now, there's not no gatherings, so it's not like you can create these connections. you have to just pray that if you text somebody or email somebody that they're gonna respond to you. You know.
That's what I'm saying. So in the middle of the COVID, to double my last complete album streams in 1 week, and I ain't promote.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Something going on.
Yeah.
Something going on. So I'm like, yo, we about to run this shit up. We about to run it all the way up.
Yes, sir. Were you able to like adapt quickly to the lifestyle of being like, oh yeah, I'm a part of this group of hustlers. I'm a part of this. This is how they're supposed to live that. Did it take a while to get used to that, or was it just like, all right, this is how it is?
Nah, it was honestly, that was what I was raised in. Like my mother when I was like 4 years old, she always tell me the first time I ever, like, my life as a kid growing up, I was 3 years old actually. First time ever clutching a freaking pistol, bringing it to my mother. You know what I'm saying? 4 years old, my mother dated a pimp. He taught me a lot of shit. But then she had a lot of friends like Good Game and Magic Bishop, Don Juan, Wes Crockett, football, basketball players. These niggas influenced me to a point like, oh my gosh. Nah,
What's the most like memorable like piece of advice or something that you've learned that you've taken throughout your whole career through like one of these people that you've met?
Stay humble.
Stay humble.
Stay humble.
I see that a lot from artists. I feel like a lot of them, they are like appreciative of what they have, what they've gone through, but they take it to a level of where like, I'm better than you. Like, just because I'm more famous, I have more followers, I could do something better than you, and you're like not relevant to me.
What I say on that new record, where the feature, I got more racks on me than I got followers. Like, who cares about followers?
Yeah.
Or on a new album, I say fuck social media. Like, and I mean that immediate, like literally, man. Because none of that shit really matters, man. People figure out ways to feed their families how they do. Some people sign these whack deals. Some people sign good deals. Some people get endorsements and they're able to do other things. Some people getting good streams. Like, it is potato. Only fuck models.
What advice would you give some new cats getting in the game?
The advice that I would give to new cats in the game is to stay creative and to work. Like, there was a time in my career where I was on that Kanye, make 5 beats a day, try to make 4 songs a day, and then try to make other stuff for other people, to the point where nowadays, if I go into the studio and hit record, we got a new song. Like, that's it. I'm not going in there recording nothing whack. So stay creative to the point where you get your 10,000 hours in and you can freaking go into the studio, hit record, and you make a song and it's hot fire every time. But I do agree that not everybody's ambitious enough or has that blessing enough to even do so. Some of us can, some of us can't. So figure out what you're supposed to do in music. Because sometimes a lot of artists, they think they're supposed to be a rapper. They think they're supposed to be a producer. Like, dude, just try every angle. Or to my nigga Geechee. Like, my nigga Geechee can engineer and record his own stuff. All I got to do is send him beats. Like, literally, I could just send him a beat. I can send him a beat right now. He'll write a song before we get home. Like, that's what artists should be on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you're saying work and just make as much stuff as possible, do as much stuff as possible.
Yeah, perfection.
Yeah.
Perfect yourself.
So I want to ask you, like, is the number of like beats that you have that are unused at the time, is that a large amount?
Look at this smile. These niggas know. I got like 100,000 beats, bro.
Really?
I ain't shitting on nobody. Like, my whole career, I've been making beats. So as far as like sampling and stuff, I got a freaking external that got like 10,000 beats. Like, no kids. Like, we talking about real number, I got an external that got 10,000 beats. I ain't even used. But that was the process of me building the beats that I'm doing today. So if we talk about the beats that I would use this year, that I would let get used, it's only like 400 beats I would let get used this year.
Yeah.
But if you ask me how many more beats I'm gonna make this year, it's probably gonna be like 3,000 or 4,000.
Yeah.
Early.
That's crazy.
You gotta think about it. If I'm making, every time I make beats, whether to Trap Trev, I make at least 3 or 4 beats at a time. No kizzy, right? So it's like, you count the days in a year.
So when you're like making these beats and like you set them off to the side, start working on another beat. Do you have like the intention in your mind to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use this beat, or is this it's just like this beat is just ready just in case?
Honestly, it's all in the room sometimes. If I make it by myself, nobody's there, I'll make a decision on, I think I may use this, I may not. But then, like, if I bring somebody in the room, one other person hears it and they like, yo, this, that shit. Like, you know, like, tomorrow, you know what I mean? Like, I made a track, like, a couple weeks ago, and I remember I made a bunch of other beats right after that. And I remember my man's telling me, like, yo, bro, you gotta fucking do this song on that beat. And I was like, I am. But a lot of times with production that I make, I know that emotionally the energy that I want to derive over that production isn't in me yet. And I have to let it build up. And as far as my process goes, I write everything in my head, not freestyle. I write everything in my head. So, yeah. Like it's just dope. And if it ain't gonna come out, it's just because it don't fit the time. We can't find the timeline to push it out for y'all. Because if I wanted to, word to my niggas right now, I could drop 100 songs right now. We probably played like 40 on the way here. Like, you know what I mean? And they all dope. I don't do no fillers. Like, they don't make no sense.
Yeah.
I don't do no fillers. So as far as new projects, as I was saying earlier, Spread Love, Stay Humble, dropped on February 14th. It's out now on every freaking platform in 176 different countries. You probably didn't even know there was that many. But yeah, it's out everywhere. And I have a following project because that's, as I was saying, part B. The following project after that is part A. And then I'm going to hit you with part C. And I will tell you it will come out this year.
Yes, sir.
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say how it's gonna come out, but it'll come out this year. And we got a few other surprises. All the artists that I work with, from Jermaine to Geechee Wop to I don't want to talk shit. Just go on Atlantis Found. Okay, everything you want to see, I'm gonna put it on there, and then they gonna put it on their page, and you gonna see everything that they doing and everything we got going on right now. And Atlantis Found is the label. That's my label. Mm-hmm. Just to make that clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How many projects do you have out currently?
In total, you know, when I first came back from Europe, I dropped Before Atlantis, and then I dropped Atlantis Found. And basically, that's 2. And then I dropped my Top Floor compilation with my man's Kenny. That's another one. And now I just dropped my 4th one. But then back in Europe, I have at least 2 projects out there right now, and another project on the way this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we like to hear. At least you're giving us like a time frame. Most of these rappers just have us guessing about when they're gonna drop their.
Well, I mean, thing is, I got too many other surprises, so it's like I might as well tell y'all about this shit because everything else that's about to come out to me is bigger than me. Cause the music is always bigger than me.
Yeah.
Like, to help other artists, like, do their shit is what I want to be a part of. And I love people hearing my story, too. But watching these other artists do their thing, make their first 100,000, do something for their moms and stuff like that, like I did, like, to me, that's what I love to be a part of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep the main project, known. Keep the other ones surprised so we can hit them big,
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, that's all the time we have today. That's all the questions I had for you. I really enjoyed you having here as a guest. Told me a lot of knowledgeable stuff I'm going to take into the future. What was your name to find you on like Spotify, on SoundCloud?
Continental T. CONTINENTALT. And I'm drinking Casa, and I did that.
Yes, sir. Make sure to check out and be on the lookout for his new projects coming soon. Anything else in the future?
Spread love, stay humble.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's the podcast with a prodigy. It's the podcast with a prodigy. It's the podcast with a prodigy. My podcast.